Hello everyone, I'm Rayleigh, and today I'm going to play this Yuri paddle, an anime convention murder mystery. Ooh. Grayson, buddy, I need you to calm down, okay? Think this over. No, I'm done, Stella, I'm done! It's just one more day. You can do one more day, right? No, absolutely not. Not another day, hour, or minute. Hell, if I have to spend another second navigating that disaster zone, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm going full Caleb. That's a little extreme, don't you think? What happened with Caleb this morning was completely avoidable. Yes, it was. And that's why I'm doing this. If I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown, it's gonna be on my own terms. Not in the middle of the atrium where everyone could see me. What's that supposed to mean? I'm checking myself in. You can't be serious. Oh, I'm sorry. Do I sound like a clown on the other end of that line? Are you just picking up squeaks and honks? Please reconsider. I'm begging you. I'm already at the hospital. Oh God. Grayson, please. Once I hand my phone over to the nurse, I'm on hold for 3 days. Do you understand me? Come on. This is the second year we've done this con, and Kaylee says if we make it to year 3, then she'll salary us. You actually believe her? Insurance! Stability! Kaylee has no business running a convention, let alone a payroll. You know this as well as I do. How she even managed to score the Philly roll sponsorship is beyond me. But she did it. And yet, somehow, this still isn't worth it. He's right. God, he's so right. I can't do this, Grayson. Everything's on fire. You're down, Caleb's down. We're over capacity and understaffed. Half the volunteers didn't even show up today, man. I'm sorry. The fire marshal has been here twice already. Twice! You should hear the last voicemail hotel management left. I wouldn't say that shit to my worst enemy. You should be handling this. I'm just the guest coordinator, for God's sake. The extent of my skill set is shoddy Kago and keeping repressed voice actors from getting too drunk. Please don't leave me. You're on your own, Stella. Good luck and goodbye. Click. No! He hung up. No. He's gone. Ah! I'm alone. What do I even do? I'm going to cry. I'm seriously going to cry. Slam. Even this cold desk against my sweaty face offers more support than my coworkers. I want my girlfriend. Lena will keep me from jumping off the metaphorical cliff. The literal one, too. She's always just a text message away. Babe, I want to smoke so bad. Even just seeing the 3 dots showing that she's typing is enough to cheer me up. Just a little. Nope, you promised. Have a sucker. Fine. 2 weeks in and it hasn't gotten easier. Why couldn't I have waited until after the con's over? Did you get one? Yeah, it's lime. I hate lime. Good girl. But if it's for her, I will absolutely destroy 1,000 lime suckers. I don't even care. This ton will find the molecular core of a Tootsie Roll Pop if she so demands it. Why are you sad right now? What's going on? Caleb had a nervous breakdown. Huh? Grayson just checked himself into the hospital. OMG! Who's gonna do their jobs? No way. Please kill me. Come home now and I'll kiss you. I can't. Everything's falling apart and someone needs to keep it together. What about Kaylee? Let her deal with it. She's literally taking advantage of you. Jiggle, jiggle, click, slam. And I just got an email today from Age of Kingdoms. They're gonna sponsor my streams for like the next 2 weeks. Speak of the devil, it's Kaylee. Oh my god, stop. That's so exciting, but you so deserve it. We totally need to collab sometime. And a bunch of her orbiters who definitely should not be in here. Great. Awesome. Actually, I only collab with people who have at least 50 consistent viewers, so yeah. I'll text you later, babe. She's here. Stell, texting your AI girlfriend again? She's not AI. I live with her. We have a cat. We're thinking about getting another one. Right. GPT's getting so convincing now. I keep telling her she'd love Mystic Messenger, but she never plays it. Real. I can hear you, you know. And all of you can't be here, get. Oh, actually, we're industry, sweetie. See the badges? Yes, I was the one who handed them to you at pickup. Now get. You heard me. Get. Wow, I thought you were a girl's girl. Guess not. Slam. Oh, but I just ran into them like 2 minutes ago. I was gonna ask them to get far from me. Where have you been? I've been trying to radio you for hours. For real? On what? The walkie-talkie, the one you're wearing. Oh, that. It's super cute in business core, but I hate the sounds it makes. It's all staticky and going off at random times. That is what walkie-talkies do, yes. Just text me on my phone next time. Don't call, though. Gross. I should have guessed. She's only on it all the time. Even right now, as we speak. Do you like the new charm I put on it? I got it at the lawn booth. Super cute, right? It's loose. You didn't tie it right. Just say it's cute. You're so brat this year, and not even in the fun way. Deep breaths, Stella. Deep breaths. She's young. She doesn't know better. You're old-ish and a veteran of 1,000 convention wars. Just tell her what's going on. Kaylee, boss, we have a couple ongoing situations at the moment. I know, right? Did you see the line for the Yaoi booth? Someone should really be managing that. That's definitely one of them, but I'm talking... Kaylee, please get off your phone. I'm thinking about Grayson right now, okay? I'm talking about Grayson right now, okay? Oh, yeah. Did you get that all settled? In a sense. What's that mean? No hiding it. Time to deliver the bad news. He's in the hospital. Oh my god! Is he back yet? Great to know where your priorities are, boss. No, and he's not going to be. He quit. What? No way! No way! No way! Me too, Kaylee. Me too. Ugh. Ugh. That's so messed up. Super unprofessional. Well, it was for his health, so there's that. I'm revoking his mod privileges. I don't even care. So useless. It can't be helped now. We just have to figure out things from here. Starting with the hotel manager. He's not happy. I really think you need to talk to him. Huh? Why me? Because I don't get paid enough for this. I don't get paid at all. With all due respect, you are the event organizer. If things keep going the way they are, on top of the outstanding amount we owe them, you could be held liable. Oh, so annoying. If it's about the money, I get it, but Philly said they'll handle it, so I also, don't care. That's why we have a sponsor. God help me, she's not getting it. Kaylee, honey, I know this is only your second time putting on a con, and that there's no way any of us could have expected attendance to double in a year, but it's getting really dire out there. If we can't right this ship, then this whole thing could very well capsize. They'll make entire video essays commemorating our arrogance. I really think you need to be taking this a bit more seriously. Stella, we've been over this so many times. A zillion Calebs and Graysons could drop out, and I still wouldn't be worried. I understand that, but... And you know why? Why? Because I have you! No matter what happens, I know you'll always be there to fix it. Yeah, I appreciate that, but it's really getting to be too much. The tech issues, staff shortage, all the vendors selling AI art in the exhibitors hall this year. I'm not sure I can take much more of this, Kaylee. Sure you can. I know you can. Who was it that booked Takeshi Miyano last year? Me. And when the Fiji Yonji livers couldn't connect to the client, who had the idea to use PNGs for the concert? That was me too. Even though it wasn't my department last year either. See, you're worth way more than quitters like Grayson. Yuck. Calming down, some fussy hotel manager should be a cinch for you. God, I really don't know. I'm doing so much already. You know this year is super duper important to me, especially tonight. The Yuri panel, right? The Dandelion? Exactly! Getting a huge cosplayer like Dandy to host it is a huge get for us. Plus, she's putting her GF along to help too, and she's like a sorta big YouTuber. 2 famous lesbians with a lesbian panel? Hello? Goals. You know? Yeah, but it's at the same time as the cosplay competition, and there's already people lining up for that. I looked at the list earlier, and I guess Dandy signed up to enter. How is she supposed to participate and host a panel in a separate room simultaneously? Sorry, babes. Couldn't be helped. I had to switch the times for the competition in my immortal reading super last minute. Dandy's gorgeous, like so gorgeous. I loved her work for years, so working with her has been such an exciting opportunity. Is she talking to me, or is she answering a question sent with a super chat? But at some point, she'll have to decide if she wants to be just another Twitter cosplay girly, or if she wants to be an actual influencer. I had to make that sacrifice, and now I run my own convention. I'm, way better off. I wouldn't exactly call what you're doing running a convention. Sounds like we're making more problems for ourselves. Stella, come on! I really need you to be a team player right now. No, I won't be guilt-tripped. You're like a big sister to me, and I really, 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 really want you to be part of this. Like a big sister? Really? You actually think that? Yeah? It's why I rely on you so much. This con needs you. Don't say that. And honestly, I do too. Don't say that either. Please, Stella. Man, why does she have to be like this? Is it really any different than how I used to be 10 years ago? A dozen years ago? 15? Tomorrow hall will mostly be tore down, so really, if you think about it sideways, this is the last day of the convention. What's one more day? You're making this exceedingly hard for me, you know that? Is it working? Fine. You've got me, okay? You've got me. Oh, Christ, my ears. Sweet baby Miku, my ears.
You're so real for this, bestie.
Come again? What did she say?
This time next year, we're gonna be laughing about this over sashimi at Kusakabe.
I'd rather be laughing about this in a big bed with my girlfriend. Glad to help. Death is an option. Death is always an option. Guess I'll get started on that email then. Hopefully I can smooth things out with the manager.
Oh, actually...
No.
It's nothing serious.
I don't believe you.
No, I swear. Actually, it has to do with a guest, so it's totally in your wheelhouse.
A guest? Like an actual guest? Finally, something I actually know how to handle. Who is it?
It's Dandy, actually. While I was walking over here, one of the tech guys said she was late for setting up. Sound check, making sure the slideshow works, that kind of thing.
That's odd. Was her girlfriend there?
Uh-huh. She was there grumbling and untangling wires. Apparently Dandy's a big fan of her beauty sleep. Low-key relatable, though. She's in room 419. If you go up there and wake her up, you'll be my favorite person in the whole world.
At this point, I already should be.
Fine. You'll be my favorite person in every world. Can you please go do it? All this stress is starting to give me a headache.
You're telling me. Alright, I'll go knock on her door then. Tell her to get her butt down to the ballroom.
Slay!
Uh-huh. Sure.
Thank you, bestie. Love you.
Why do I keep doing this to myself? Free hugs! Anyone want a free hug? Saber! Hey, Saber! Hey, hey! Hey! Can I get a picture, Saber? Hey! What pose do you want? Free hugs right here! Sounds like the atrium is as lively as ever. Plant your sword on the ground! Like this? Yeah! Excuse me, can I get through? I had a bad day, please give me a hug! Every con I've ever attended or worked at has always had a central communal area. A convenient nexus in which everyone can gather and get into trouble before heading out to whatever it is they want to do. Onkai Expo is no different. On the easily accessible second level, right in the center of the hotel, is the atrium. From here you can get to the panel and staff rooms, exhibitors hall, and elevators. Hold the pose and... Wait, can you say, are you a master? No. Please, you're blocking... Anyone at all! It's also where the overpriced bar and grill is at. The hotel said no to the similarly overpriced food trucks this year, and fortunately for the Bryant Regency, half of all weebs and the entirety of the remaining con staff are functioning alcoholics, so everyone ends up eating and drinking here regardless. Please, I'm so lonely. Won't somebody give me a hug? What about... You're the bone of my sword, master! Will you give me a hug? Gross and gross. What the hell is... Get out of my freaking way! Thank you. Have a nice con. Luna, save me. It should be illegal for me to commit assault.
You're so right, babe. Now have another sucker.
Let's see. The flavor this time is... grape. What an improvement over Lime. Life's okay. I can go on living. Maybe I don't have to commit assault.
Elevator lobby.
Someone please fix the escalators. It should be considered a war crime to have to take the stairs during a con. I don't care about getting my steps in. My feet hurt. Ding. Ah, oh, crap. The elevator. Wait, hold it open. Hold it open. Sorry, this one's full. I can see you pushing the button. Just use your leg to... Keep it open. It left. Nothing's going right today. I don't even know why I try. Guess I'll just have to wait for the next one. God, it stinks in here. Do weebs just not shower? Why can't we hand out deodorant in the... Whoops. Why can't we hand out deodorant in the tote bags? Ding. Elevator. Move it, move it. Out of the... Bam. My head. Senpai-chan. I'm sorry. I didn't see you there, ma'am. She must have come down from one of the upper floors. She's just staring. What do I do? Do I stare back? That would be rude, though, right? I feel like I have to, or she might eat me alive, though. She's so scary, and tall, and stern-looking in that well-pressed suit, and also kind of hot? Wait, who said that?
Stella.
Yes, ma'am. Ding. There goes the elevator. Where is Kaylee? I need to speak with her. I'm sorry? Kaylee, do you know where she is? I'm really sorry, but I can't understand anything you're saying. I need to speak to Kaylee. Do you know where she is?
Desu?
Oh, Kaylee. Why didn't you say so earlier? Why is she giving me that look? Was something I said? Please don't bite my head off. Unless... No, gotta keep it together. She's in the staff room, ma'am. I was just there. I see. She just muttered something to herself, but I didn't quite catch it. I'm leaving now. Thank you for your help. What was that, ma'am? For the love of... Thank you very much for your help. It is appreciated. Desu. Of course. Always happy to help. Please let me know if you need anything at all. It's the least we can do after the sponsorship. That was intense. Luna needs to know. Babe, guess who I just ran into at the con?
The couple cosplaying as Chisataki that you're gonna send me pics of?
Lamau, no. Senpai-chan. From Philly Roll.
What? You mean her voice actor?
No, like the actual person.
What? Sweetie, she's an anime girl, a company mascot.
Yeah, but she's an actual person too.
How does that work?
No idea, but she's Philly Roll's CEO and she's all business. I met her at the staff meeting on day 0 for a few minutes, but seeing her walking among us is crazy. Her face is plastered on all of the con's promo material. I can't take a single step without seeing her face on something. Just super surreal.
Hasn't Billy been in some trouble lately, though?
Yeah, there's been some controversy lately over how much they paid their translators. Someone who used to work for them was on Spitter a few weeks ago talking about how translators only get like $100 per episode.
That's so low. How does anyone, like, make a living?
I think they just don't. Lol.
They're the biggest anime licensor and distributor in the country. You'd think they would be able to afford it.
Yeah, it sucks. But I'm sure there's a lot more to it than we're just not privy to.
My girlfriend, the optimist.
I'm really not. For better or for worse, Philly Roll is our sponsor. I'm not even sure how this con would look without them. Probably even more chaotic. Ding! For now, though, I need to get dandy.
Ding!
The 4th floor. Ba-boom, da-da-dum, ba-boom, bum, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da-dum. And judging from the pulsing music seeping from the walls, this year it's also the party floor. It always turns out this way. Whatever floor we stash the guests and industry people is the floor that just turns into a non-stop rager. And once the sun goes down, let's just say that nerds are like werewolves. Mild-mannered during the day, but capable of unspeakable acts of degeneracy and endurance when the moon is just right. The things I've seen would make anyone shudder, and had I been sober, I'm sure I would have cried. Now, let's see where Dandy's room is. 419, 419, 419...
届けて切なさには名前を告げよ風のハレーション
Sounds like 416's having a good time. Oh, 419. I'm jealous that she got a room so close to the elevator. Takes me 3 minutes walking to get to mine. Well, no sense delaying it. Time to give Sleeping Beauty a wake-up call. Miss Dandy, it's me, Stella, the guest coordinator. You're needed in the grand ballroom. No answer. Man, knocking on hotel room doors really is half the job. Miss Dandy! Knock.
Creak.
Whoa. The door opened. Did her girlfriend forget to close it on her way out? Miss Dandy? Still no answer. I hate to invade a guest's privacy, but we're really running short on time here. Pardon me, but the door was open. I'm coming in, okay? Ugh, humid. It sounds like running water. Maybe she's in the shower? I'm just gonna cover my face a little, poke my head in to check. Miss Dandy? I'll just peek a little to make sure. Huh, it's empty. Maybe she turned on the shower and fell back asleep. I've done that before. Miss Dandy, are you still in bed? If you need a few more minutes to get ready, I can just wait out in the... Miss Dandy? My knees feel weak. I drop to the floor. Blood. There's so much blood. It's Dandy. Her body lies crumpled on the floor, face down, ass up. Deep crimson leaks from her exposed skull, mixing with viscera and flesh. Oh my god. My voice goes hoarse. Any compulsion to scream for help is suffocated by the peeling dryness in my throat. The shower hisses as the world spins. Steam drifts into the hotel room. A pink wig has slipped halfway off her head, offering a glimpse of her wavy brown hair. Her dress, similarly pink and accented with lavender, has sponged up much of the blood. It streams down her pale face. Drip by drip, it falls into the growing puddle around her. Miss Dandy, are you okay? God, of course you aren't. Dead. Our headlining cosplayer is undoubtedly dead. How does someone this young die? This doesn't look like an accident. Nate falls from her head and plonks onto the carpet. I think there might have been foul play. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Panic sets in. My heart begins to rev like a car at the start of a race. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Kaylee, I need to tell Kaylee. Kaylee, it's Stella. We have a situation. Shh. Static. You're the most useless event organizer in history. Who runs a con and doesn't use their walkie-talkie? Cell phone, cell phone, cell phone. Ring, ring, ring.
Hey, babes. Did you take care of that thing?
Get up to room 419.
But one of my followers is bringing me boba. He's like such a simp.
Now! Beep. I had to hang up. If I talked to her any longer, I would lose my cool more than I already have. Why can't anything go right this weekend? Kaylee. I really need you to... Kaylee. Slap. I cover her mouth. Stop. Are you trying to alert the whole floor? You're lucky the music in the other rooms is so loud. Now, I'm going to take my hand off your mouth, and when I do, you promise not to scream? Okay. Oh my god. What the frick happened? I think it kind of speaks for itself, boss.
Okay, but like, why? And like, who? And like, what?
I don't know. The door was open, so I just came in and she was like this.
Wait. The door was open?
Yeah, no clue why. Probably because of whoever did this, I guess. Why?
Cause it's scary. If there's some freaky killer going around, then I need someone to be with me, like, all the time.
Fortunately for you, there's an army of orbiters at your beck and call that you can summon at any given time.
This is, like, so unfair.
I know. She was only a few years older than you. It's tragic.
No, I mean, look at her cosplay. She's super pretty in it. Some people get all the luck.
Well, she's super dead in it now. Who is she cosplaying anyway?
That's Melanie, Studio Elan's mascot. They make Yuri games.
Oh, yeah. I played Please Be Happy with my girlfriend. She's pretty obsessed with that fox girl.
Of course you did, babes.
She's real. We need to call the police.
What?
Shh. If she gets any louder, I think Dandy here might wake up.
Why?
We can't just not report a murder, Kaylee.
But... Our insurance.
Come again?
Our event insurance still, it's already super high because of the ball pit incident last year.
I can't believe an adult person would do that in the ball pit. And I equally can't believe another 8 adult people would slip on it and break something. It was a bloodbath. Since when have you been concerned about money? You were just telling me that you didn't care about that stuff at all because that's what sponsors are for.
Even Philly has its limits still, though.
I'm gonna gag. Only my girlfriend and mommy have ever called me that. And my mother called me that a few times growing up, too.
Senpai would never, ever accept it. They'd totally pull out of next year. I wouldn't be able to salary anyone.
No. No salary.
Our health insurance, and I wanted you guys to have dental too.
You did? That would be so nice. I never had insurance that covered dental before. Maybe I could finally get braces.
But I guess that's all off the table now, huh?
We really don't have a choice here. What are we gonna do? Just leave her here? No, we can't.
Just until the con ends tomorrow.
Then what?
We call up the hotel and go. Ooh, Mr. Manager, our guest hasn't been seen in forever. Please help. Then bam! They deal with her. Con's over, didn't happen on our watch.
On top of quite possibly being the most immoral thing I've ever heard, it would never work.
And why not?
Her girlfriend, for one. Nothing's stopping her from coming up here and bearing witness to her partner's rotting corpse.
We'll get her a new room.
We can't just not tell her.
And why not?
Because if I was brutally murdered, I want my girlfriend to know.
Yeah, but you're like single.
I'm not backing down on this, Kaylee.
You tell her then.
Who?
The girlfriend. God, keep up.
I would feel a lot better if we told her, but we can't just sweep this under the rug.
Babes, I'm not saying we do that, like, at all. Just, we wait a little. We have a chance to really build a life for ourselves, sis. Doing something we're actually good at. And I don't know about you, but all this con stuff, it's the only thing I've ever been good at. I stream a lot, but even that's really mid.
Kaylee looks like she's about to cry. I've never seen her get so close before. It makes me feel awful, for all of us. For Kaylee, because she's just a dumb kid trying her best and sucking at it. For all of us staff who are just trying to hold this jalopy together. For Dandy, because she's dead. That's probably not very fun. I'm going to regret this. I'm really going to regret this.
You don't mean...
Don't say it. I might change my mind if you do. Just let me handle the logistics of this, I guess. I'll let the girlfriend know and try to get some of this all sorted. Maybe I can get an idea of how this happened, too. If the person who did this is attending the con, then we have a real problem on our hands.
I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah, I know. Same old story, just new set dressing.
Come here, you.
Squeezing too tight.
I knew I could count on my big sis.
This is the last time I'm doing anything like this, Kaylee.
Uh-huh.
I mean it. You owe me for this.
Of course, babes. We'll do, like, KBBQ sometime. It'll be so fun.
I don't think she'll ever fully internalize just how much I stick my neck out for her.
Well, I'll leave you to it then. I know it's super hard work, but I totally trust you. You know how to reach me if you need anything.
Walkie-talkie?
Gross. So, duh.
Oh, how silly of me to assume anything otherwise.
Good luck and have fun, you two. Make sure to keep each other company.
Not funny.
Sure it is. Bye!
My eyes drift over to Dandy's stiff corpse, toppled over in permanent indignity. I didn't really know her per se, but I sure knew of her. It was never uncommon for clips of her or posts she made to make the rounds on social media. She wasn't just well known among cosplayers, but among fans and industry folks too. I must have been to a dozen cons over the last few years when I saw her in passing, working the booths for companies like Nice Smile and Kimichi, all dressed up as whoever was the seasonal waifu at the time. She always seemed so graceful, so peppy. How could a light like that be snuffed out? It's so young, too. Young enough to not have even reached the prime of her life yet. Her jaw hangs open. Her head is split open. All in some glittery pastel cosplay. It feels like such a mockery of what drew people to her, of her whole existence. It's unjust and it's cruel, and the fact such brazen cruelty happened here, where people should be celebrating their hobbies and the friends they've made through them, makes me sick to my stomach. Something really bad just happened.
Are you safe?
Yeah, I am, but one of the con's guests was just unalived.
The fuck? Who was it? What happened?
Cosplayer, Dandelion. Looking at the body right now, pretty sure foul play was involved.
No way. Babe, this con is cursed. I'm really worried. Please call me.
I can't right now, but I'll text you soon. Have to figure some things out. Man, this is not getting any easier to look at. I'm lucky I haven't eaten in 2 days, or I really might have puked my guts out. Still, for a room that a couple was staying in, so much of it just feels off. It's probably worth taking a picture with my phone as a reference point, just in case. It might be useful. Photo of Dandy. A con badge. We hand these out to people who are attending the convention. This has Dandy's name on it, so it must have been hers. Regular attendees, industry, guests, and staff all have to go to badge pickup and wear them throughout the whole event. Not that staff actually checks very often. Truthfully, I probably wouldn't think twice if I saw someone not wearing a badge. I should probably be more observant.
Dandelion.
Let's see what else. Well, hello there. This little plushie is adorable. She's a cute little fox girl. I think her name is Miho. She's from a visual novel called Please Be Happy. I played it with my girlfriend. She's kind of punchable. Like, she's cute, but for some reason I want to take out all my aggression on her. What kind of dark magic is this? I won't, though. This plush is heavier than I would have guessed. It might hurt my toes.
Miho.
What's this? It's kind of hidden. No freaking way. It can't be. A Yuri paddle? I haven't seen one of these things in years. They used to be everywhere at conventions, always with something written on them, usually yaoi or Yuri. 15 years ago, these things were inescapable. Nowadays, they're pretty much banned at every con. Too many people were getting swatted with them as a prank. I myself may have gotten swatted a few times. They were causing severe injuries, though. The occasional love pat never bothered me, but, it's probably better this way. I should probably take a closer look at it when I have the time.
Gary paddle.
I think that's all I'll be able to find here. Time to break the bad news. Hey, I'm back.
You good?
Yeah, I guess. I'm about to tell Dandy's girlfriend what happened.
Oof.
This sucks so hard.
Why does it have to be you? You have like a million other things to do already. Rest of the con should be cancelled to be aged.
I'm the guest coordinator. Dandy was a guest, and her girlfriend technically is too.
That's dumb.
It's my job.
Whatever. I love you. I'm just scared.
Be careful, baby. This thing's broken.
Excuse me, this microphone is broken.
What a clown show. None of these surfs want to work anymore.
I said the microphone is broken.
Shriek! Sounds like it's working to me, judging from that speaker feedback. It was turned off.
Why? I thought this was a sound check. Doesn't make sense to have a microphone off for sound check. That's pretty illogical.
Listen, we already checked it earlier. It doesn't need to be on.
Whoa, someone's getting emotional. Did I hurt your little snowflake feelings? You can keep living in your fantasy delusions, but the facts are facts, and the fact is, this is a sound check.
Hey, Michael. How are things down here? Remember that pact we made?
Yeah?
Let's do it.
There's life after Onkai, Michael.
This is what life has to offer. I don't want there to be.
Morale continues to be high, I see.
At the person hosting the Yuri panel tonight? One of them. Did you know her handle is femcell theory?
Please be joking. Does she even qualify as a femcell? She has a girlfriend.
She's one in spirit, trust me. Hope the other one's more normal. She hasn't shown up yet.
Well, you see, she's not coming.
Oh, word? I get it. If that was my girlfriend, I'd abandon ship too.
Yeah.
Oh Christ, something else blew up, didn't it?
Take a little break.
Can it be a long one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be getting fucked up in the atrium if you need me.
Godspeed. Guess I should break the bad news. Absurd. I call this a tech team. Bunch of glowing-eyed Zoomer NPCs. We're a country of serfs. Hello? What?
Yeesh. If she's not happy now, it's probably not gonna get much better than when I inform her that her girlfriend's dead. My name's Stella. I'm the guest coordinator here at Onkai Expo. Why is she looking at me so closely?
Jesus Christ.
Is something wrong?
Bleak. Real bleak.
I'm sorry?
Yes, you should be.
I want to color the fun word, the one Australians like to use.
Now, do you need something, or can I go back to setting up? I have a panel to run, and my co-panelist is running late.
Co-panelist? You mean your girlfriend? Actually... God, I really don't want to do this. Even if she is an Australian fun word, this is no doubt going to hurt. It might go down as the worst day of her life, even.
Actually, brain dead much?
Sometimes these things just gotta be done. Your girlfriend's fucking dead, bozo. That came out so much worse than I thought it would.
What? Delaney is... she's dead?
Oh man, not the real name. Not the watery eyes. Oh, I feel even worse. I mean, there's been an incident. Do-over. I want a do-over. And it has resulted in your partner becoming deceased. She claps her hands over her mouth.
But I just saw her a few hours ago. How?
The image of head meat sliding to the carpet crosses my mind. We have a suspicion it might have been murder. She hangs her head. Hair drapes over her eyes. Something inside her just went very, very dark. I'm sorry. I guess that's that then. Huh? She lifts her head back up and shrugs. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, and Dell loves stupid games. What? She just had to go and make the panel harder for me. Figures. What? I don't think she could really control the murder forecast, ma'am. Still, let it happen. And did she ever put any thought into how I would feel about it? No, it's always about Dandelion. What? Guess it's just typical behavior for an attention whore. Selfish thought. What? That was your girlfriend, though. Aren't you, I don't know, upset? Oh, get over yourself. I hear your virtue signal loud and clear. I actually felt bad for you, lady. You were going to get my sympathy. I was gonna be all like, it's okay to cry, ma'am. And you were gonna be like, oh, Miss Guest Coordinator Stella. And I was gonna let you cry in my lap and feel real good about myself. None of that's happening now, though. You better believe it. Cope. Screw you, man. Seethe. God almighty, you took the wrong panelist. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to finish setting up for my panel. Huh? But your co-panelist is dead. You're not actually gonna go through with it, are you? Yeah. A whole audience of serfs are gonna be in the audience. They need to be taught. Unless you have anything else you'd like to screech into the void about. Every word she utters is like a siren song enticing me to commit a second murder at this convention today. And yet, I press on. As a matter of fact, I'm conducting our internal investigation regarding the incident. I have a few questions. Gross. Make it quick. Why such a callous reaction? Weren't you dating? So, I have to know, why such a cold reaction to your girlfriend dying? Violently, before her time. I have a girlfriend, and if she were killed, I don't think I'd ever recover. I'd saw myself to sleep for the rest of my life. Like you have a girlfriend. What's that supposed to mean? Bags under eyes, shitty posture, dresses like a toddler. I know you. I've known you 1,000 lifetimes. Rude. These bags are conditional. My posture is adequate. Luna picks out my clothes every day. I really don't appreciate what you're trying to imply here. I'll have you know I'm happily seeing someone. She's incredible and I love her dearly. Just look at my phone. Sorry, champ. That looks like AI to me. Sad. She's not AI. She's real. She's real. Why does everyone keep saying that? Why are you so mad? All that's left in the world are Stacy's and Bimbos. And they only want Chads and other Stacy's. They don't want you. Even when they say you're nice and treat you great. You can look smacks and mew all you want. Shit. Maybe they'll even date you out of pity for a while. But we're just too corrupted by this modern world that puts strumpets on a pedestal. Even if you're the perfect trad wife and always cook and do the laundry for them, they'll still sense that you're not a high-value female. They can smell it. We've been failed. It was never like this under monarchism. We need to return. Return! Well, that was certainly revealing. Dear Lord. That's pretty cynical rhetoric for someone in a relationship to say. You two were dating for a while, right? 6 months. So it was starting to get serious then. Yeah, seriously annoying.
Turns out that all the cringe beta orbiters don't like it when their precious fat bait starts dating a strong opinionated woman. Unfortunately, that's nothing uncommon. Idols, streamers, and content creators of all types have always dealt with fans getting jealous when they start dating someone. Comes with the territory. But considering how incidentary femcel theory is, I can't help but wonder if there's more to it. Are you sure that's all it was? Is that too hard for you to understand? Is there soy where your brain should be too? There. Right there. You even said it yourself. You're opinionated. Del was a goody-goody. Always had to be on the right side of everything, constantly making annoying posts about the current thing and virtue signaling. It was all part of the little brand she had built for herself. At some point, she started leaking things about what voice actors and other people in the industry were doing. What do you mean? What kind of things? The kind of scandal that comes for everyone with power. Creepy things they've been doing with fans, abuses of power, that sort of thing. Della had a lot of contacts, knew a lot of people. Pair that with her desperate need for attention, and she was compelled to write these long, sobby documents about what she knew. That's when she blew up, and people really started noticing her. I didn't know that. Of course I knew about the various industry scandals of the last few years, but I had no idea Dandy was at the center of so many of them. Well, her legions of degenerates did. They didn't like that their precious social justice angel was dating someone who didn't care about indulging all this holier-than-thou shit. They hated the fact that I have opinions about the way the world should be. You've always seen this kind of thing with outspoken women. You know what? I'm with Dandy's fans. I wouldn't be too happy if someone I looked up to for doing a lot of good things started dating the most obnoxious person alive. What were you and Dandy doing this morning? You mentioned that you saw Dandy this morning. Can you tell me a little about that? Not much to tell. I left before her. We didn't speak. Huh? Not at all? Not even a goodbye kiss? I never leave the house without kissing Luna. She was sleeping in, so I decided not to wake her up. Didn't want to debate anymore. Wanted to spare myself the endless headache of her yapping. If only all of us could be so lucky. There's a couple things about what she said that make me raise an eyebrow, though. Sleeping in. Why was Dandy sleeping in when she knew that the two of you had a big panel today? Whenever I have something big to do the next day, I always tuck in early. Actually, I tend to go to bed pretty early most days. I'm a little old lady. Not these last few days, though. I don't even remember if I have slept. Probably because she didn't come back to the hotel room until 3 a.m. Like a child. Good decision-making skills never come easy to her type, you know. You need to be the adult for them. 3 a.m.? What could she have possibly been doing at 3 a.m.? What do you think cosplay deviants like her do at 3 a.m. at conventions? Room parties? That's my guess, anyway. Were you not with her? Of course not. Unlike her, I actually treat my body like a temple, not some cheap casino buffet. Whoa, what a thing to call your girlfriend. To me, Luna is equivalent to the finest, most succulent dining. Like Olive Garden. She's the breadstick to my Alfredo sauce. Wherever she went off to, it sounds like you had a problem with it. We had differing opinions. I felt one way, she felt another. So, the two of you argued last night. Don't be stupid. Adults disagree all the time. It's called debate. There's another D word that could apply to this too. Denial. Debate. So the two of you were debating then, is that right? Yes, do you have a problem with intellectual conversation? My only problem with it is that I haven't had any whatsoever today.
Well, it just seems like... Well, it just seems like that could have easily gotten heated depending on what you were arguing about.
Debating.
We were debating. Right. Humblest apologies. I want her face to debate with my fist. Was it an emotionally charged debate? Was it spirited? Did the debate gods energize you with divinely inspired facts and logic? Did you win?
As a matter of fact, it was, and I did. I won every debate of ours. I keep score.
What does it say about you when everyone's fictitious snarking turns out to be true? So, you've been debating a lot lately then.
A healthy amount, perhaps. It was a pastime of ours.
How intense did last night get? I hope things stayed civil.
Oh, I assure you, I'm always a rational actor. Dell, on the other hand, let's just say she often lets her feelings override the facts.
Oh yes, you strike me as a truly wise philosopher queen. There isn't a reactionary bone in your body. Can you tell me a little about the feelings that were being felt last night, if you don't mind?
I do mind, actually. It's private.
A secret between lovers?
Something like that. Of course, you'd never understand that. You've probably never even been hugged before.
Ma'am, I'll have you know my girlfriend hugs me all the time. Your AI waifu will never be real, no matter how hard you try to manifest her as a tulpa.
What did I do to deserve this slander?
Sounds like she's done elaborating on this, though. Guess I'll need to figure something else out to shake more info out of her. Why are you called femcell theory anyway? So, I have a question, but I don't want you to get mad at me. Those are the words of someone about to ask a dumb question worth getting angry over. Well, I don't think it's dumb. In fact, I think most people would wonder it about you. But why call yourself femcell theory? Is there a problem with it? I think most people who spend a decent amount of time online would find it kind of incendiary. Call it whatever you want. The fact is, it's evocative. That's one word for it. But aren't incels people who don't get laid and make it other people's problem? Why evoke that? Why would she want to be known as the feminine form of that?
Excuse me? Are you questioning my lived experience?
What? I would never. It doesn't really apply to you. You had a girlfriend. That's pretty much the opposite of being a femcell.
You fool! You buffoon! You drooling NPC! This thing that afflicts me, my femcelldom, is a state of mind. How dare you? I said I'll have you know that I am based. That I am black-pilled. And I'll have you know that I am woefully involuntarily celibate.
Okay, I believe you. You 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, do not fuck. But not of my own accord. Of course. That's the important part. It is involuntary, after all.
Exactly. It's not that I'm unwilling to sleep with anyone, it's just that everyone else is unwilling to sleep with me.
I believe you. You better. You don't seem very okay with that.
Shut up. I am.
I never met someone so ideologically committed to their lack of game. Whatever helps pay the bills, right? My audience finds me relatable and my content vital. Thank you. I'm sure you're telling the truth about the first part, but I have no clue what your content even is, frankly. I heard about you for the first time today. The femcell's jaw drops.
You must be mistaken. I'm a video essayist. I'm sure my most popular video has shown up on your feed at least once.
What's your most popular video?
The anti-monarchist propaganda of One Piece. Last year it cracked 250 views, and it's well on its way to 251.
Sounds like something that would be fed to me after I leave autoplay on for too long. So you get in front of a microphone and rant about anime?
I don't rant. I give my perspective. You see, the otaku sphere has been too corrupted by Hobbesian remonstrants, such as yourself.
Me? What did I do?
Everything! You imbued the anime supply with your Protestant brain rot. Protestant brain rot. It's people like you that demand everything align with your values of representation and republicanism.
Whoa, back up. What do you mean? What's wrong with representation?
Taxation should happen without it. What else could I possibly mean?
To her credit, that's not the representation I thought she meant. But now her ranting is even more incomprehensible than if it had been.
The siren song of Jeffersonian individualism has run for far too long in the otaku sphere. It's up to me to fight for traditional values. Whoops.
Oh god, maybe she is as bad as I thought.
Like monarchism.
And now I'm lost again. Through my anime video essays, I will see to it that the divine rights of kings are respected.
Why be a domesticated liberal subject ruled by complacency when we could be domesticated royal subjects ruled by fear? Reject democracy, embrace serfdom.
Holy shit. I was just placating her before, but now I really do believe it. She's never been laid in her life. That is all extremely compelling. In a messed up and anthropological kind of way. But how does a neo-feudalist...
Never call me that again.
Lady, what even are your politics? How does someone like you end up with someone like Dandy? Despite existing within the same sphere, I feel like the two of you occupied very different worlds.
Are you saying a base tradcath femcel can't date a disgusting degenerate timeline thought? That's very judgmental of you.
No judgment. A little judgment. I'm just curious how it happened.
Did you not hear me? She was a harlot. She was plastered all over my feed. When I finally went to her profile to block her, I saw the links to her various sites. I was very impressed by her commitment to the traditional female form. Underneath all the makeup and wigs was a woman I could see myself settling in Utah with. It wasn't long after that I became her biggest benefactor. Then, when she finally took notice of me, the regent of her heart. That's what I believe, anyway. Love can never be that simple. Which is why when I become nobility, I'm going to humbly request the king assign me a girlfriend instead.
Sounds like a classic romance story.
Wax sarcastically all you want. There was a time where we were two halves of one whole. We completed each other.
Not anymore, though.
Of course not. She's dead now, after all.
Sounds like there's more to it. A lot more. But at this point, I doubt she'll tell me about it unless I can do something that really shakes her up. Excuse me. Text from my girlfriend. Yeah, go talk to your robot.
Hey baby, everything okay?
I'm talking to Dandy's girlfriend right now. She's kind of insane.
Good insane or bad insane?
Bad. I get weird vibes from her. I've asked her a lot of questions, but I can tell she's hiding things.
I can't believe she's making your life harder than it already is. Doesn't she know why you've been through?
I doubt it. And if she did know, I doubt she'd even care. I wish there was a way I could get her to tell me more.
Is there anything else you've discovered so far? Maybe there's something you can show her that might bait her into talking more.
Femcell theory does like talking, it's true. But is there anything else I've gathered so far that I could present to her? That's the real question. I guess I could... paddle. What the? What's that doing here? That's... Oh, the paddle? It was found near Dandy's body. It still has some blood on it. Sorry. It's not like I care. She glances away from it, but her eyes still drifting back to the dried blood crusted on the edge of the paddle. I'm just shocked to see one at a convention is all. Paddles like that are usually banned at cons, in case you didn't know. That's what threw me off, too. My guess is that somebody brought it from outside the convention. Maybe with the intention of using it as a weapon. I can't even begin to fathom that level of gruesomeness. How idiotic. What do you mean? There are far more efficient ways to murder someone than a thin wooden paddle. People tend to use objects for their intended purpose, you know. The intended purpose of being swatted on the ass? I guess that is something some people enjoy. Yes, it's a prop to their degeneracy. Okay, how about a picture of her dead body? So, I know this is a little rude, but I took a picture of your girlfriend's dead body. You what? I did it again. My mouth just loves the taste of my foot too much. It was for justice. Look, gaze upon your dead girlfriend. Or, you know, considering the nature of your relationship, I guess you could say, gaze upon your dead girlfriend. She leans into my phone and clinically inspects the picture. My girlfriend is missing part of her head, and you're making puns. Oh no, I suddenly feel ashamed. I'll be thinking about this while staring at my ceiling bed for years to come.
Miho.
So, the plushy fox girl. It's Mimo! Mimo? I thought her name was Miho.
You fool. Imbuckle. Moronic serf. Miho is Miho, but Mimo is Mimo.
So it's not a plushie of the character from the visual novel Please Be Happy?
Are you daft? Of course it is.
But you just said this isn't Miho.
Because that's
Mimo.
Because that's Mimo.
I'm so confused. Whatever, this is just going in circles. Never mind, that's not important. Does this toy belong to you? I don't know when, but Femcell got real sweaty at some point. Maybe that's just how she always is. This might just be how all the rage escapes her body. It's not mine. But we found it in your hotel room.
Because it was Dell's. Use your brain.
Mimo goes with her everywhere. She sees all things. All-seeing Mimo, huh?
Believe it. This funky little fox is always watching, taking notes, gathering precious information. You better be careful what you do in front of her. She'll know.
That makes her sound like some sort of ancient, powerful deity. Beware of the judging eyes of Mimo. Do you think you could help me figure something out?
Because you lack critical thinking skills?
That's not true. I think critically of you. No, because I'm genuinely confused about Dendy's badge. See, she was a guest set to host a panel, so she should have a guest badge. But instead, she had an industry badge. See?
Are you so intent on gatekeeping?
What? No, I'm just...
You should be. The serfs need to be kept at bay. They've ruined this industry with their Protestant decay for too long.
I'll keep that in mind, but that still doesn't explain why she has an industry badge instead of a guest badge.
Is a cosplayer not considered industry?
Well, I suppose it is.
Yes. Well, there are certain places an industry badge can get you into that a guest badge simply cannot. Truly, you are the world's most incompetent guest coordinator. Kid, if you knew half the shit I have to put up with, you'd realize I'm the world's best guest coordinator.
I guess that's true, though. You need to prove your industry in order to get into certain mixers and parties.
Disgusting.
Come on, you cannot stand there and tell me you're revolted by the idea of people having a good time.
I can, and I am. Are you even aware of the dark, satanic cabals lurking behind the scenes of this industry? Conventions are the perfect opportunity for them to act on their Hinduism behind the closed doors of a supposed room party.
That's what everyone thinks. They expect every party to devolve into some kind of raging orgy. But the truth is, you're more likely to end up sipping on a warm beer while watching a Dante cosplayer suck really hard at Arena Ultimax on the hotel TV. Maybe the fairies are hosting a cuddle puddle in the corner if it's a real crazy night. Between all the questions and evidence, we've gone over so much. There's a lot I still don't know, but I feel like I'm starting to get a good grasp on what may have happened in that hotel room.
I think I've answered enough questions at this point, don't you?
I suppose, but...
You suppose what? What could volunteer con staff do at a time like this? You aren't the authorities, so really your obligation here is done. This is as open and shut as something like this can be for you. You're an NPC, yes? How about you continue about your day in the pre-programmed pattern you've been assigned?
Maybe she's right. Even Luna says I've already gone above and beyond for this con. But Kaylee wanted so badly for me to take care of things. Yes, that didn't necessarily mean solve a murder, but I feel obligated now. If not for the purpose of keeping our insurance down so we can all get salaried, then at least for Power Dandy. But, yes, all the pieces are here. If you don't mind, I'd like to go over everything one more time. If I can just put them all together, I can solve this. I don't know what you're trying to prove here, sir. Please, I think I'm on the brink of knowing what happened.
You can't possibly know the things that occurred in that hotel room. Do you understand me, you soy-facing boomer? What are you, another one of her posturing simps?
Why are you so against this? Don't you want Dandy to have justice? Doesn't that matter to you at all?
Fine. But I'm done after this. Do you understand me?
It's completely understandable.
It better be.
Now, if you don't mind, could you start with how you and Dandy started dating? This better be good.
I am a video essayist who created much-needed analysis regarding the degenerate and anti-monarchist trash that has seeped into our precious anime. Delaney was a cosplayer who often posted content of her dressed up as characters from said anime. Her work was plastered all over my timeline. I was quite intrigued by her commitment to traditional beauty standards. She looked like a queen. I became her biggest benefactor, spending copious amounts of dollars on her. It wasn't long after that we began dating.
It's not a normal love story by traditional standards, but I guess a lot of people meet online nowadays. Still, some of what she's saying doesn't make sense with the context I have right now. It's like she's burying the lead. But on which topic? You her benefactor? So, when you say you were Dandy's biggest benefactor, what exactly does that mean? I gave her money for her content, of course, in the same way a king would give a stipend to a promised artist. It's quite a classical approach. I thought she was just a cosplayer, though. What was she doing that made you want to give her money? The pictures are already all over your timeline. Just additional content. Is that really it? Some more pictures you wouldn't have had access to otherwise? Why is this so hard for you to believe? Well, usually when people pay for things like that online, it's because they're getting content out of it that's a little more risque. I don't appreciate this implication. You're the one that's been calling everything degenerate. I'm merely giving my opinion. You, on the other hand, are making an accusation of scandalous nature. To imply that her content was of anything but the purest and most wholesome display is disgusting. You better have evidence to back up your preposterous claim. She's right. If I'm gonna make that claim, I better have something to back it up. Do I have evidence I can use to support my claim? The paddle, I guess. As a matter of fact, I think the Yuri paddle is as good of evidence as any. I can't believe such nonsense. Well, you said it yourself when I showed you the paddle for the first time. People tend to use objects for their intended purpose. Then you called it a prop for their degeneracy. Well, that was an exaggeration, hyperbole. I'm an internet personality after all. Miss Femcell, were you giving money to Dandy so she would make adult content? Did that maybe involve some swatting? You... So what if that's true? Are you aware of how many people utilize services such as Matreon and OnlyFans these days? Your judgment means nothing to me. Whoa. Dandelion, the famous cosplayer, was selling adult content on the side then. That's a development I really didn't see coming. So, the Yuri paddle, it was Dandy's. Of course it was. Would you like me to spell out what she did with it, too? No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Once we officially began dating, she ceased all activities relating to her secret content. Is that right? Then why did she bring the paddle with her on this trip? Thank you for being honest with me about this. It helps a lot. Fuck yourself. Yeah, okay, that one might be a little deserved. Let's keep going then. Can you go into more detail about the status of the relationship? In regards to... Well, let's just look at yesterday. Tell me about how well you were getting along when you arrived. Delaney and I have been dating for 6 months, but we still often vigorously debated each other. It's why we made a good team. It's why we could host a damn good Yuri panel. Things had been going fine when we arrived yesterday, but opinions ran high and we had another one of our debates, as it were. She ended up leaving and coming back later. Honestly, whenever she described the relationship to me, it sounds more and more turbulent. Even ignoring that, it feels like she's leaving out a lot. Miss Femcell, when you say debate, are you sure you don't mean argue? Yes, I am sure. Okay. It just seems like the two of you weren't getting along, that's all. We had a fantastic relationship. You just have an agenda to try and say otherwise. That's slander. It would be slander if I felt like I couldn't prove it. But I know I have something that can. I know it's difficult, but could you take a look at the picture of the crime scene again? There's something about it I find weird. Is it the corpse? It's the beds. You say the two of you had been dating for 6 months, but for some reason you got the hotel room with 2 beds. That's not strange, it was all the hotel had available. But it wasn't. We booked tons of rooms in advance for the convention's hotel block. Well, we typically get 2 beds for cons in case a friend ends up spending the night. Oh, that's actually very kind of you. I'm surprised. I was worried that you guys were, like, fighting. We weren't fighting. It was debate. Rigorous debate. Yikes. Such the nerve. Did anyone ever come away from those debates with hard feelings? Debating is all about hard feelings. The point is that they get drowned out by facts. So they happen? Yes, they happen from time to time, and yes, last night was one of those times. I'm sorry to hear that. Relationships can be hard. They take effort from both parties. Parties? Don't talk to me about parties. That's all she wanted to do last night. Go to room parties. I take it you didn't want her to go? Of course not. We're taking this trip together. We should have been spending time together. And yet she still got up, took Mimo, and left. She took Mimo? Yes, her plushie. It goes everywhere with her no matter what. Oh, like a security blanket. Precisely. Mimo sees everything and knows all. She's full of secrets. If only Mimo could talk. I'm sure she would tell me who committed this murder. So, this party Dandy went to last night, was it special in some way? How would I remember? I wasn't invited. I wouldn't even want to go anyway. That's okay. I think I know what kind of party she went to anyway. And how can you be so sure? Dandy had an industry badge, so I feel like if she was going to a party, then it would be to an industry party. What a leap in logic. How rational. Maybe, but if you didn't want her to go so bad, then why didn't you just go with her? Do you not have an industry badge? I see that you're wearing a guest badge right now. I don't, no, but why would I want to go to one of those filthy things anyway? Fair enough. That's your prerogative. So, she went to the party, but eventually she came back, you right? Yes, at 3 AM. She woke me up as she entered, but went straight for the other bed. So you admit it, the two of you weren't sleeping together. I admit nothing. This whole thing's ridiculous. Are you asking me questions, or are you interrogating me? Hey, where are you going? I'm checking out of the hotel. Forget the panel. You're just some virtue-signaling boomer desperately searching for purpose while you're running around with your head cut off. Your convention is burning, Miss Stella, the guest coordinator. I recommend you go tend to it. Do better, sweetie. Wait. Don't go. If she leaves now, it's all over. I need to solve this puzzle, and I need to solve it fast. Of course you're leaving. You talk a big game, but you're afraid of losing the debate and the, marketplace of ideas. None of those words sound natural coming out of me. She's turning around. I'll have you know, I have won every single argument I've had online for the last 10 years. I know this because I keep count. And now you.
some malnutrition pod person think you have the better of me? Well, I hate to rain on your parade, but you have nothing. Nothing but conjecture and hysterics. You're wrong. What was that, Seraph? You're wrong. I have more than conjecture and hysterics. I have something you should be quite familiar with. I have a theory. You have fan fiction, that's what you have. Ah, shit. How did she find out about my AO3? Let me just explain it. And if you think it's nonsense, you're free to leave. Hell, you can make a whole video about how terrible this con is. Really stick it to us. That would bring me joy. Fine, humor me. What nonsense have you strung together in that hollow vase you call a head? This is it. Make or break. I need to utilize every speck of information I have at my disposal to solve this. For the con. For the insurance. For the salary. And I guess maybe for Dandy too. Alright, let's do this. It all started 6 months ago. You found out about Dandy because pictures of her cosplaying were all over your timeline. You weren't all that impressed at first, till you discovered that she was also making adult content. Ugh. Out of all her fans, you were the biggest, the most obsessed. You always sent the most money. So you were thrilled when the two of you started dating, not because she made risque material, but because you longed for the soft touch of a woman. Rude. You are a self-identifying femcel after all. Odds are this was your first relationship. But there was immediately trouble in paradise that caused endless arguments, right? You had the girl of your dreams, but you weren't comfortable. Because even though she had told you to she stopped filming new content. Because even though she had told you she stopped filming new content. Because even though she had told you she stopped filming new content, you had a sneaking suspicion she wanted to film new content with you. No. Was lying. These suspicions grew and grew, and you, being black-pilled and bitter, couldn't stop thinking about it. It haunted every thought. Then, after months of this, you were invited to Ankai along with Dandy to run the Yuri panel. If she were to do anything unbecoming by your standards, then of course it would happen at a con. That's why you were so worried about the industry party yesterday. You were afraid she was going to secretly film new content. No. You needed evidence, though, and you knew the perfect way to get it. So, before you came to the con, you grabbed something precious of hers while she wasn't looking. Call it a leap in logic, but it's obvious to me that you put a camera on Mimo. You Hobbesian wretched. You have turned this earth into a nightmare. After she came back to the hotel room, with Mimo in tow of course, you had the chance to go through the footage. You were heartbroken by what you discovered. She betrayed your trust. So, in the morning, while she was getting her cosplay ready, you decided to confront her. It was then when you realized how perfect the opportunity was. The neighbors next door were partying, so loud you couldn't even hear yourself think. And that's when you killed Dandy. No! Hobbesian moralist! No respect for the throne. You're a serf. A degenerate. An NPC. A soy-facing pod person. Fucking Stacy! And you did it with a Yuri paddle.
Yuri paddle.
The end. I think, well, that was fun. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.